You know, you're talking about people going back and people investing in the community a little bit. You know, you mentioned Suge Knight.
Yeah.
Can you touch on that a little bit?
He had bad business intellect, and he what he did with his company and what he did with the neighborhood was not conducive to the upbringing of the neighborhood. With $147 million, he could have bought a whole block of houses in his neighborhood, but he wasn't thinking like that, right? I'd asked Suge one time. We were working the movie Set It Off, right? And the brother that I was working with, Brother Remus, found out when I was in Hawaii. We were talking about Hawaii and how I was kicking it in Hawaii. I was selling drugs in Hawaii, and dude tells me that he went to Chaminade University, right? And I'm like, damn, you went to Chaminade University? He said, I took international business. So he stayed in China 3 years, spoke Cantonese, smoked, like, man, that's heavy there, right? So me and Captain Shaheed was with Suge one day, and we said, I said, at the time, Pac was off the chart. And I tell Suge, I said, well, check this out, Suge. Give me $100,000 in 9 months, I'll bring you back $3 million. What are you talking about? So I got this guy, Remus, he studied over in China. Selling records is like selling dope. Just get the proper market. You go to a DJ at the time, pay him for this, and your shit blow up, right? So he couldn't see the vision. International, Death Row International. Set up a Death Row PO box number in Japan and run that shit, right? I think he spent like $700,000 trying to get Death Row East Coast. Puffy them wasn't having it, huh? Spent another $400,000 in Atlanta. They wasn't having it. So he wasted money. I think his the building Death Row on San Vicente and Wilshire was like $85,000 a month. Bruh, you could have bought a factory off of the 91 freeway in Compton, a whole factory for $1 million, and made Death Row, and it'd have been there right now. As soon as they closed Death Row up, they tore the whole building down. You know what I'm saying? So bad thinking. So we have all of these brothers that are in the Compton, but they not giving back. They don't see that. Oh, they want to move to Westwood. Shoot, rap music, gangster rap started in Compton. So why not have a studio in Compton? You feel what I'm saying? But they don't look at it like that. They don't have, until everything is over. Now it's like, damn, I should have did this. I should have did that, but you didn't. Some of the greatest things happen out of the city of Compton. But we get no repercussion for it. Only bad repercussions, right? Everybody else go somewhere and go lay down in the comforts of their little homes and leave it just like it is. I'm not like that. I'm still here. I could have been, if I was a gopher boy, I could have been a millionaire. Oh, be your go-to guy and do this and that. Suge made a gang of bad decisions. You dig what I'm saying? Omar Bradley. Omar came in as mayor. He tried to take the city of Compton and take the ghetto out of it and make it a suburban like we grew up. And in his efforts, everybody was mad at him, right? He was getting dudes out of prison and giving them city jobs, giving them stuff to do. Would you rather give a convict a job or have him break in your house? So he was giving people something to do, but his timing was off. And everybody attacked him. The police arrested me one day and told me if I gave up Omar, oh, that's another story. I'll tell you about that another time. But the city of Compton, the Compton police was against Omar. And the only way they thought they could get him is get me, you know? So we have a lot of these oppositions, and a lot of people are speaking on it. Like, I've been functioning in my hood all of my life, all of it. And I'm still functioning. All these old critters that's talking, well, I can't say nothing to these youngsters. If you're scared of a kid, you're in the wrong business. You need to just shoot yourself.
How'd you meet Suge Knight?
I met him through Captain Shaheed. Well, actually, you know, the first time I met Suge is I got out of prison in 1990. and everybody was up at Luda's Park, and Jewel, Suge, they came up there, and he was talking about death row. Like, man, I got this doing this company. Everybody laughed at him. Nigga, get out of here, man. We banging up in here, bro. Like, no, man, I got this thing. I'm getting ready to do death row. I'm getting ready to get this popping. Nigga, go on with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, that's a hell of a logo. Death row. I just come from San Quentin, right? And I'm like, wow. I'm like, bro, that's gonna be on. You know, next thing I know, dude is popping. I go back to prison, get out in 95, death row to hit the charts. You know what I'm saying? So that's, and we started working with him. Captain started working with him. Then after I finished doing the movie, Set It Off, I went over to Gridlock with Tupac and Tim Raw. And I worked with Pac, did a personal with Pac there. And then Suge hired Reggie Wright Jr. from the Compton Police Department. And they took over the detail. And I left there, and I went to start working with Mike Tyson. And I started working with Mike.
So you knew Suge from like the beginning,
Yeah.
when he was starting Death Row,
Right.
and
Yeah.
you know, so you kind of got to see the whole thing evolve. Did you keep in contact with him through everything?
No, I'm not a musician.
Did you work for him, or
No, I didn't.
no bodyguarding or nothing?
I bodyguarded for Pac and doing the movie Gridlock. But then when they said we didn't carry guns, so they went over with Reggie and started doing the security with Reggie. But our security, NOI security, we ain't lost one. You know what I'm saying? And every time, I remember when Biggie got killed, I was with Black Ground Records. And I was on Aaliyah and Genuine. We were at the Hotel Nico, right? And so we were standing in front of the Hotel Nico when Biggie and Puffy drive up, right? Biggie jumps out the car. You hear, I'm going back to Cali, bumping. He was telling him, don't come back to Cali. The record was bumping. Blah. Biggie jumps out the car, and it's like 80 degrees. He got a white suit on with a white full-length mink. Walks up, Puffy walks up. Captain Shaheed walks up to Puffy and tell him, like, hey, if you need us, man, we got you. You know, just let us know. Puffy like, nah. LAPD walked up. Shaheed behind it. Yeah, we're Detective so-and-so. We got this. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, working with the police, huh? And that night, after the award show, Aaliyah them came back to the hotel waiting for Genuine and Timberland to come down. I get a call from Shaheed them at the Peterson, don't come over here. What you mean don't come over here? Biggie just got shot, you know. Biggie gets shot. Everybody go to Cedars-Sinai, say, bruh's out of here, you know. So people like, well, Suge had Pac killed. Well, when Pac got killed, what did Suge get out of it? He had nothing but bad luck ever since then.
Suge, yeah, he had bad luck before that, but yeah.
He had money before Pac got killed, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have no bad luck. I mean, the shit didn't, after Pac got killed, death row went to the dirt. Suge ain't been back since. But when Biggie got killed, Puffy went up, all the way up.